Quite sad that it's just quite sad that no one watches my streams all alone right here. Anyways, but I still use these streams as an opportunity to model since I got some work to do. In fact, I got a lot of work to do. Just ignore this. I'm working on my game. These models are also meant for the game too. Anyways, let's get to work. Prooful. It's Prooful. Let me just delete that reference. Now I am gonna make Prooful. I'm going to improve on Prooful's render. Now this will be the third time I improve on it, but I really, I, what I really truly just want is a more professional Galfo. Instead of the Galfo we always just end up getting. Oh, I wish just for just a more professional looking Galfo. Instead of the boring, yucky Galtville we always just end up getting. Quite sad that no one wants to watch me dream long. But that doesn't mean I'll just be sad. It means that I have more alone time. We've already been streaming for 2 minutes. So now I'm going to rotate the body, which is something I should have done last time. I'm confused. Which arm? Now this is the confusing part that I'm just trying to get past. This render is literally impossible. There we go, back to normal. One thing I need to talk about is the spikes on Pooh's shoes. Now I turned them into normal shoes because the spikes would have just made the game harder to run on lower end devices, and that is not something I want to happen, so I removed them. I'm trying to find a reasonable position to put the shoes. Now, let's work with the hands, which, by the way, this profile model is actually a second model. Yes, it's true. I cannot model girls. I had to do this model 2 times because the last model, it just wouldn't work. And I'm actually quite glad that I improved on it, because if I kept it the same way it was before, I would have ended up with a worse looking Proofle. Anyways, because the last Proofle model wasn't so good. So now I have to model the axe again, because I thought it would just be a good idea to not include the axe, meaning every time I remake this render, I have to make the axe again. planned to add a shine, but I ended up just leaving it out because that would be a better thing to do. And instead, just use the built-in shine, by putting a glossy modifier over it. And I gotta say, it's not even that bad, actually. Now, for the wood. For the wood texture, all I did was just take a picture of the disc and then repeat the texture. The reason why I don't use textures on mine is due to copyright. Of course, this game isn't paid for, but in case if it is, I don't want to be known for taking images from other sources. Because, everyone loves originality. Plus, there's no problem with the textures. The texture of the fur is actually just pictures of Yeti's fur. And I don't think you should have a problem with that. It's fine if you usually 3D animators use this trick as a last resort if they can't find any images. But I just use it because everyone likes originality. No one likes to use stock photos and such for renders. I shouldn't have to remake this render, but due to my stupid self just forgetting to add things such as ambient occlusion, that stuff, that let me rotate the axe a little. Just need to make it overlay the axe. Now let me set the camera angle. I have to choose just the right camera angle. Like a camera angle accurate to the original. Now, this looks a little bit off. of course, I have to add the facial details too, like this. I have to UV edit this to add on. I also gotta add eyebrows, because isn't that just so good? The reason behind the fact that the eyebrows just aren't in the models at the start is because the eyebrows are retracting. What that means is they don't usually have eyebrows, but when they need to make an expression that requires them, then they suddenly do. It just works like that.
I want to work on the Carol show. I'm gonna.
Well, I wish I could pause it. Oh well, you can get Adobe Flash on Adobe Flash MX204 on a USB drive. Alright, sorry, I just had to look at that bit.
Wait, Adobe Flash? How do I get Adobe Flash? Yeah.
Actually, stop talking.
As soon as you use it.
Stop talking.
Okay, because I'm just gonna wait to start. Huh? Oh.
quick. Like I have it up and then but it feels like there's something. This their room's hot.
Any woman born after 1993 can't cook.
Be quiet, Theo. The windows are closed. Well, you know what I did? I turned on the fan that above that room. That weird little thing.
Your
on the
life
wall.
sucks.
Isn't that making it colder?
Any woman born after 1983 can't cook. All they know is McDonald's, charge their phone, eat hot chips, and lie.
Please.
One thing you gotta realize when making renders is that the front is all that matters. Anything other than the front, then like the backside, it makes no sense at all. Look at this. But the front is the only thing that matters. When you're making a game, then everything matters. But when you're only making like a render and no one can just turn around, then yeah, the front doesn't matter as much. Only the front matters because everything else is useless.
So I got most of the best episode of the Cow Show script.
Customer, please.
Okay.
Alright, the return out. No, wait then. Yeah. God, this looks ugly. There's some things I forgot to do.
Huh?
Guess I want to see it. Hello, peppermint. Peppermint. Good morning to you. Um, any female entity born after the year 1993 cannot make consumable solids. uh,
At least I'm spelling everything right, you know?
yeah, but script. Hello, peppermint. Good morning to you, owl. What we plan to make the episode about how we live in
Okay, I'll get back to
Any female entity born after the year 1993 cannot make consumable solids. All they know, all they have knowledge of is McDonald's charging their electric brick, eating hot chips, and bending the truth. Any female entity born after the year 1993 can't make consumable solids. All they have knowledge of is the restaurant McDonald's, charge their electric bricks, eat eat spicy chips, and bend the truth.
I can't use 1, 2, 3, 4. I can only use 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So that's why I would put like one of these right now, but
Wow.
how's flying?
What? Oh, I'm sorry, headphones. I'm very sorry.
Oh.
Crying.
Most of the best episode of the Power Show script.
Please.
Okay.
Sorry, headphones. I'm very sorry. And bending the truth. Eat very. That's what it said. Any female entity born after the year 1993 can't make consumable solids. All they have knowledge of is the restaurant McDonald's, charge their electric bricks, eat spicy chips, and bend the truth. Or sorry, I just said that. Yeah, this render not that bad. but you know, I kind of want it to be brighter, so I'm gonna make it.
Oh, I need the charger cord. You get me the charger cord. I haven't seen Save My Notepad yet.
Huh?
I need the charger cord. Lighting the script. Thank you. Thank you, Weatherman. Put this in.
Two people in here at a time. One of you has to get out. There's two computers in here, and you have a laptop, and you're the one that's probably gonna have to get out.
There's no one else. Let's try it. Finally, we.
That looks right. Um, Just cleaning things up as usual. And now we got it done. There we go. We got a perfect run right there. Now, let's post it in the usual places. Alright, now I can probably talk about the reason. Alright, now probably the best thing to do would be to
Let's take a look at the board.